The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Wide open spaces. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's your score.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Joyner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with mask.
Bernie on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, the 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air. It's Morton. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. That's caught. It's Joyner. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
The Red Raiders will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Eakin. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down. But if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to pass. It's Morton. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So the 16-play drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just searching and working for the running move as he gets it out to the 26. Texas A&M going quickly. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going right to work up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 10 to pick up the 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The run to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Eakin. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking for a man. It's Morton. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Try to get it to the edge. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. He's got the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Concepcion. Open space at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Craven. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Moss. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll keep it himself. Quick step and go. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He leaves it with his back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's